Hello. So we're talking about Joel Schumacher today, who tragically died on the 22nd of June of this year. And he was born August 29th, 1939, New York. He's also died in New York at age 80. He was a film director, producer, and we're here to talk about his life and some of his highlights, some of his lowlights, his low points, high points, all that good stuff.
Firstly, he died. I mean, he wrote he directed one of the best movies and directed one of the worst movies. I mean, there's a movie that got me into of course, with DC Cab that came out in 1993, but I really don't remember that much about it. I know Mr. T was in it or something, but I gotta watch it. There's something to bring back some memories. But I remember watching it as a kid, but I don't. But the movie that got me interested in his movies was The Lost Boys, and he kind of changed it. It was originally supposed to be a kiddie movie, and it made it more what it is, more like a teen. But what's the question about the whole movie? When the kid walks in, the main character among the Corys, you know, there's no girl pictures. There's always like a male baby because technically she did, maybe he was gay, who knows, but maybe it was like playing some little hints. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Homosexual. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that, but it's kind of little hints. But directors do, they put little hints and stuff like that. Kind of like a couple 1950s, 60s, they put a little homosexual stuff in the movies, with a little hint and stuff like that.
yeah, not right out.
Right out, because firstly back in the 80s, it was kind of taboo. It's kind of like being feminine. It was, yeah, it's like, yeah, man, you're a macho man. But I want to be a nacho man, not, right. But Lost Boys, I mean, it was awesome. It was filmed in my area, Santa Cruz, not that far. We are right now in San Jose. It was kind of cool. Every time I go there, I'll have the sing song from Lost Boys. You know what I mean? I wish I could sing, but copyrights won't let me do it. But I think about riding the motorcycles on the beach, and then the music in the band, and then the saxophone singer. You know what I mean? All oiled up, and you meet Star the first time, the girl vampire. But you notice none of them have no interest. None of the vampires in that movie have no interest with her. Very attractive young lady. But none of them just maybe a little hint of homosexual in it. But somebody say like Michael. I always joke about Michael. Is like every time they say Michael, they shoot like Jack from Titanic. Every time they say Michael or Jack, you drink something. You may die from Michael or Mike or something. But one of these days, we'll do a location of a filming because the house is still there. It actually was a clubhouse, but for rich people back in the day. But we're going sidetrack of the movies. But I mean, once again, we're going to talk about the movie that he was stuck. Let's talk about, what was that, Batman Returns, Batman Forever?
It was Batman and Robin.
Robin, that was the
worse.
bad nipples. The girl didn't have no nipples.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But I guess it's okay if the men have nipples, not women.
I think they were more interesting. I think the movie sucked because they were trying to sell toys. They didn't want to make it more dark.
Yeah, they wanted to get away from the Tim Burton Batman, where they were so dark, they were unmarketable, in the production company's eyes. So they made it so kid friendly that it inevitably required a reboot altogether.
And Jerry Cullen always apologized. He plays the words. I never seen the movie.
Who?
George Clooney or something.
Oh, George Clooney.
Yeah. I never. The reason I never saw the movie was the trailer. All I saw was when Mr. Freeze induced himself, and here comes these zombies, hockey players flying down. It just looked so cheesy. The trailer made it look so horrible and cheesy and stuff like that. But that one girl, man, she always looked hot from Clueless, so that's maybe the reason I started seeing it in the big screen.
Silverstone, right?
Yeah, but she had no nipples on her. But they kind of changed her line. She made her like Albert's niece instead of the detective's daughter and stuff like that. There's one scene, I guess I watched a couple of clips of that. I think there's one scene when Albert talks about him dying and stuff, but that's the only scene I've seen. I really don't want to watch this movie, honestly. Maybe I'll watch it if I want to torture myself or I want to torture him.
I mean, when it came out, like, we were like, it was news videos about it, like, I guess it was more back in Gotham City, and then all the merchandise, like the Batman cards, like that was, I think everything else that might have been, like, was better than that movie.
The one before was decent. He directed that one.
Oh yeah, Batman Forever it wasn't that good. I mean, like, it was supposed to, yeah, a little bit campier, a little dark in some ways, but not always.
Mm-hmm. But well, the thing that bugged me, once again, I just saw a clip of him when he introduced himself the first time as Batman, the character. But the problem with when you play Batman, you're playing three characters. You're playing Bruce Wayne, the public, not a type that's not a character. Mug Douglas did the whole voice. He's the one who created the whole like different
Michael Douglas,
or wasn't I'm talking about the first
Michael
Batman?
Keaton,
Keaton, I'm sorry, I get names.
Michael Douglas. Is
I'm,
Batman.
I'm, I'm
That sounds hilarious to me.
I don't know. I see that. But but he did the first voice. He changed the voice because every Batman had the same voice. He went crazy, like it made no sense to have the same voice. It's like, oh, we know you.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, because it does make sense, like, for him to change his voice for the character.
Well, voicing himself as Batman to Mr. Freeze was, "Hey, Mr. Freeze, I'm Batman," but he kept the same voice.
Yeah, he didn't change his voice at all. He tried to change.
I can't remember that much of it. It was about.
He tried to change the voice for the Batman. Yeah.
I can't really say too much. It's been a long time, but the movie, the last movie.
Yeah, he did a couple episodes of House of Cards. That's right.
But the movie I liked before a lot of people didn't really care for was Phone Booth. Very simple movie. It's just some guy, being taunted by other guy on a phone booth. He answers the phone, you know what I mean? And some guys say, "You do that, I'll kill you. You have to do these things," and then all things just goes wrong. You know what I mean?
When was that?
Oh God, damn! I gotta go look at my phone.
Oh yeah, another one that he did was surprising. Was
this stuff. I wish it's some crazy rich, crazy. Just bored as hell. Rich people are bored. They do weird stuff, and the reality is totally different from us. And I bet they just see it as like objects, and stuff like that.
Phone Booth was in 2002.
2002, but back to Phone Booth, it was a very simple movie. You know what I mean? On the street, I think it was supposed to be filmed in New York, but it was mostly filmed in LA. It's just, him dealing with all this craziness. We can't leave the phone. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah, it's with Colin Farrell.
One day we'll do a review of it and talk about more about this movie. But he did 23 with Jim Carrey in it. And because Larry found out that his entire life involved in the number 23. And I can't really tell you more about it, but it's been a while. But it kind of shows, it was a great movie, but Jim Carrey actually played a good character. He was one of the few few people could play a comedy and a drama and do a good job.
Right.
But it's kind of a shame. I mean, I'm waiting for I gotta watch it again. It's been years. And I encourage you to watch Lost Boys over. Hopefully, me and him will go through the publications. Talk more about the Lost Boys. We'll do a review about it. I think I did it, already did it, but anything else to say about this guy?
Falling Down.
That was a great suspense movie. That's a great movie. Just some nutcase. It's just some guy just blame, or basically the movie's about some guys just blame everything on other people. It doesn't really accept his responsibility as an adult. But he's one of those people that are mad. I deal with working concerts. I deal with older white people that just angry for no reason, and I see that. But I did doing concerts. I saw a lot of that pulling. That character is just mad as hell, but no big deal and nothing, or die of heart attack. I mean, damn, you're in your 50s. You got like maybe 20 years, 3 years left on this planet. Mm-hmm. You're on death's door already. You're almost on death's door. Mm-hmm. But once again, I picked his character. They really, his ex-wife was scared of him, didn't want him around his kid. And I think he did a lot of shitty stuff.
Mhm.
It didn't really spoil much of his character. It's just that one day of his life, he just snapped.
Yeah.
And being in traffic, of course, LA traffic sucks. You ever been in LA traffic? No matter where you go, it sucks.
No.
That's the reason I leave at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I get there around 8, so I can keep This is how I picture it. That character. What do you think? Have you seen the movie or?
I've seen some of it. I've seen a lot of like people complaining about it, saying that like, oh, this guy's a fucking moron. Like he just like basically committing crime and putting like all of that stuff on him. Like there was him um and the cop that was working on his case, like to find him, and they're basically the same but opposites. Where they deal with it, like whereas the guy like chose to act out his like his frustrations, the cop like is frustrated but doesn't act any.
I like that one scene, the best scene in that movie, that one of the cops, he's about to retire. It's supposed to be the last day. His wife kept calling him, when you come home, when you come home. Everybody's joking that he'll get killed on his first day or something bad's going to happen.
His last day, yeah.
And this one cop didn't like him because he never swear.
Mm.
I was like, well, there's a lot of things not like somebody. And it does some swearing before this review. That kind of cracked me up. But, the gang thing, he just want to be alone, be alone. And those guys create their own problem. They mess with the wrong person. You know who you're dealing with. I mean, that's a lesson you learn. Don't mess with somebody you don't know.
Right.
And those guys learn a hard lesson. All he just wanted to do is sit down, look at it, relax and drink his soda.
Mm.
And he's like, you got to pay tax.
Yeah.
You know what this means? And the guy explains, I'm just sitting here. Why are you doing this?
Right.
Don't. So the lesson one, you don't know.
Right.
Somebody at their point, they don't give a damn. They'll snap on you.
Right.
But he did an intersex movie like Devil Inside. I love that song. He did Hill, like Kiss from a Rose.
Oh yeah.
The soundtracks. One of these days, we'll talk about soundtracks about movies in the future. But anything else you want to say about this young man?
Young. No, but yeah. I mean, like he wasn't certainly the best, but he was like one of the most memorable. So don't shit him all for his bad movies. Like shit on him for like anything else he does. I don't know.
But he was a unique guy. Well, he seemed to be a wholesome dude, so I hope there is nothing bad about him in the future. Like with Jeremy Irons and Bill Cosby ruined my childhood.
Yeah, I mean, just don't hold your breath on that because you never know. Maybe 15 years later, they're like, "Oh no, he introduced me to Harvey Weinstein."
But that's what I would say. And I need to thank the ones that watch us naked. Dark room. Thank you.
You know who you are.
You know you are.
And we don't judge you for that.
Don't judge you. Even your ears on full blast on a summer day.
It's thumbs up, buns out. You know what I mean?
All right. Please like and subscribe on our t-shirts.